Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Hypixel Skyblock. In today's video, we are going to be looking at something that's honestly rather exciting to me, which is talismans. I've actually spent a lot of time trying to improve my talismans recently. You may have seen a couple videos on talisman reforges, including one on the SBS bot, which basically shows you how you can reforge your talismans as good as you possibly can. I will leave a link to that down in the description as well as the cards if you want to go check that out. But this video is actually not going to be about how you can make your talismans better, but it's going to instead be about how you can get more talismans, because I've had a lot of people ask me how you can get talismans, because stuff like Skyshimo will just show you, like, which talismans you haven't discovered, which is useful, but it's really hard to tell which ones are the next ones to get, because it can be difficult to see which ones are the cheapest, which ones are the easiest to get, and everything like that, because things can be rather expensive, and I just want to show you guys which ones are easy to get. So, first of all, you'll want to use your Redstone Collection before I show you this calculator, and you'll want to get it as high as you possibly can. As you'll see, I recently maxed out my Redstone Collection, and that just gives you a bunch of accessory bag upgrades, which will help you get very far into just having as many accessories as possible, because if you max out your accessory bag, then you've got a lot of space for extra accessories. You'll also want to go through the hub and go all the way over to Elizabeth in the community shop, and you'll want to go to your account and profile upgrades and make sure you've maxed out your accessory bag to accessory bag 6. That way you also have as much space as possible for getting as many talismans as you want in that bag. So let's get into how to use the calculator. So you're going to want to click in the link in the description of this video. It's going to be to the Clowns Quality of Life spreadsheet. By the way, awesome spreadsheet. Great job to Clowns for making it. I have really enjoyed it, and I think it'll help a lot of people. It's been out for a while, and it's always been useful. So let's get into exactly how you can use it. Before we get into this video, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel. We are approaching 9,000 subscribers, and every little bit helps, so please subscribe, and let's get back to the video. So here I am in the spreadsheet, and the first thing I'm going to do is just zoom out a little bit to 75% zoom, just because my monitor is a little small, and I want to be able to see everything pretty comfortably, because it is a pretty big spreadsheet. So I'm on a completely blank copy that I just made. Now what I want to do is go into MC username and type in my username, which is Tankerman3000, and I'll let that load, and then I'm going to press reload once I give it a second, and I want to let this load, give it a second, and then I will pick a profile. So right now it's just loading, but I really need it to say either Lemon or my other profiles, and I am Lemon, so I will select Lemon once it selects. So I just need to give that a second, and if it's stuck on loading, like it might be right now, to be honest, then I think oh, there we go, and I'll select Lemon. And you'll see, I think it kind of assumed Lemon, because I think it's got most of the information correct, from what I can tell. So yeah, you'll see it got gives me my weight, which is 3,673, using the weight calculation. It also gives me my net worth, which is actually, wow, I passed 1 billion coins net worth. That's pretty cool. I didn't think I did that. Basically just tells me how much everything like that is worth. And it also gives me a bunch of information on my accessories. So you'll see on the bottom bar, you want to press into accessories. And this is where we're going to be spending a lot of our time today. So this is where it tells us which ones we have and whether we own them, if they're active or inactive. So active means they're in your accessory bag or your inventory. Inactive means they're in like your ender chest or a backpack or something like that. You'll see I actually do have the Blood God crest. That is in a backpack somewhere, which is from Dante. And when Technoblade became mayor, I should really put that back into it. And same with the Green Jerry talisman I have somewhere. So this really just shows you which talismans you have. You see I have very few legendary talismans, very few epic talismans, but a lot more of the cheaper talismans. And that is because I've spent a little bit of time on this spreadsheet before this video working on it. So you'll see I have 49 out of the 70 total accessories, which is about 70%, and I'm missing 21 of them. And some of them are really expensive, but you'll see that this will show me which ones I have to get next. So the next one I recommend is the Healing Talisman, and it tells me that will cost me 9,936 coins on the Bazaar, or 77,500 on the auction house. So you'll see I'm back in here, and the first thing I want to do is check that I don't have the Healing Talisman, because sometimes it can be wrong. I really don't think I do. So yeah, I don't have the Healing Talisman. So what I want to do is go to the auction agent, and I can just look up Healing Talisman. And I can also check if I want to craft it instead. I could do that as well, which I might want to craft it. So Let's just check. Yeah, I haven't unlocked the recipe because it's in lily pad 3, and you'll see it's just a bunch of lily pads. So it is a really easy thing to craft, but I personally don't have the recipe to craft it. So let's go to ending soon, and I'll just place a bid on it, because why not? So yeah, submit bid, and as the sheet told me, that's probably going to go for about 77,000 coins, and they're not on bid right now, unfortunately. So you see, that just tells me which talisman is the cheapest and easiest to get. But let's say it got it wrong. Let's say the API for some reason made a mistake, and I already had the talisman in my inventory or in my accessory bag. Well, there's actually a really easy solution to that. So I'd go back over to the spreadsheet, and if I had it but it wasn't registering, I'd just go to Healing Talisman, and I'd click Exclude from Recommended. So this button right here, Exclude from Recommended. And I click that. It will give a bit of time to calculate. You'll see that calculating performance bar in the top, and now it's telling me Night Vision Charm is the next one I want. And that one is 15,000 coins in the Bazaar, or 25,000 coins on the AH. I actually purposefully don't have the Night Vision Charm, because its effect is annoying, and I don't like its effect, because it gives you night vision all the time, which I really don't like. So yeah, I would also exclude that one from recommended personally, and there it would go, just telling me which ones I should get. So I highly recommend you try this out. The sheet also does you a bunch of other stuff, like give you a bunch of like information on some of them if they're not like specific things. Like you'll see this potato talisman available for certain things, and you have to buy it on the auction house, like if there's no current way to obtain it, and stuff like that. And we'll also give you the auction house or bazaar prices for any talisman like that. And you also get to see all of its effects, so it's just a really useful thing that will also like show you all the recipes for things if you want. The sheet's got a ton of other useful features, so if you want me to do a whole video on them, I would be happy to do that. But for now, that was all I really had time for in today's video, was just showing you guys all about the talisman features of the spreadsheet. So thank you all so much for watching. I've really enjoyed doing this video because honestly, I need to spend some time working on my own talismans myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.